now at 4. Providence police are investigating the city's 10th homicide of the year, where investigators stand tonight. Plus, video shows the moment several shots rang out in a New Bedford neighborhood last night. We'll give you a closer look. And a 24-year-old is dead after an incident in Cumberland yesterday. What police say happened. ABC 6 News First at 4 starts right now.
This is Southern New England's trusted news source, ABC 6 News First at 4.
We begin with breaking news out of Providence. The Providence Fire Department responding to reports of an explosion this afternoon. Thanks for joining us at 4. I'm Caitlin Gelhaus. Firefighters responding to the scene near Washington and Clement Streets. And that's where we find ABC 6 News reporter Ryan Medeiros. Ryan, what can you tell us?
Caitlin, Providence firefighters receiving reports of an explosion here on Clement Street around 2 this afternoon. A parking attendant in the area tells me the explosion felt like a lightning strike right nearby. He also shared a video with me, which we'll have up on our website, abc6.com, and you'll also see it right here at 5 o'clock. Now, Providence firefighters determined that the explosion was caused by a small underground electrical fire. Rhode Island Energy has taken over the scene, and they are determining that there is no immediate threat to the public. In Providence, I'm Ryan Medeiros, ABC 6 News.
Thanks for that report, Ryan. Now our other top story at 4 o'clock. Providence police investigating the city's 10th homicide of the year. It happened this morning on Westminster Street. And that's where we find ABC 6 News anchor Alyssa Azara. She's live with the latest. Alyssa.
Police responded to this home here behind me on Westminster Street this morning for reports of a person that was potentially injured. ABC 6 News has been here all day long as police investigate, watching officers go in and out of the basement area with evidence. Now, police entered the home this morning. They say they found a man who has yet to be identified, dead after suffering what police are calling traumatic injuries. Providence Police Chief Oscar Perez speaking to the media today as the investigation into the city's 10th homicide got underway.
Any chief in this nation knows that one homicide is too many. We do what we can to make sure that we prevent and mitigate some of the violence that occurs in the city. I got the utmost respect and confidence on the men and women of the Providence Police Department, but incidents like this sometimes are unfortunate and are unpreventable.
No word on a suspect at this time. In Providence, Alyssa Azara, ABC 6 News.
Thanks for that report, Alyssa. Now to an ABC 6 News follow-up at 4. A shooting sent 2 people to the hospital in New Bedford last night. And tonight, we're getting a look at the footage of the moment when dozens of shots rang out. ABC 6 News reporter Josh Kerman has that video and the story.
2 people are hospitalized following a shooting on the corner of Bluefield and Matthew Street just after 11 p.m. Tuesday night. According to police, both victims are expected to be okay. The ground was littered with shell casings and cars in the area were riddled with bullet holes. A neighbor's doorbell camera shows the moment 2 people on bikes cross paths with a silver car before dozens of gunshots ring out.
That was excessive. That was more than I usually hear, but it's pretty common to the point where it's like, oh, there's more gunfire going off, so it happens a lot.
Even directly under one of New Bedford's shot spotters, which triggered the police response, neighbors tell me this is a common sight.
I mean, it happens in the middle of the day. I was coming home from work one time and there was gunshots right across the street, and it's like I had to duck behind my porch. So it's like you never know when it's going to happen.
The ShotSpotter system has been in place for more than a decade in the Whaling City, but has drawn its share of criticism as an actual deterrent. According to the New Bedford Police Department, the incident is under investigation, and there's no word on any suspects in custody. The department's 2023 statistics confirmed 67 shots fired incidents in 2023, with 3 of them being fatal. In New Bedford, Josh Kerman, ABC 6 News.
A 24-year-old is dead after he was hit by a car in Cumberland yesterday. According to police, it happened around 2:45 in the afternoon. Police say the victim, Joseph Erebus, was crossing Highland Corporate Drive near a crosswalk when he was hit. Police say the driver was coming from Route 99. We are told the driver stayed on scene. Erebus was taken to the hospital where he died overnight. Police continue to investigate that crash. And now to the weather at 4 o'clock. You're taking a live look over Providence right now. Another pretty cloudy day. When is that sun going to come out? We're going to toss things over right now to Chief Meteorologist Jeff Banson, who joins us here in the Weather Center. Jeff, where is that sun? I mean, I'm okay with these fall temperatures, but I kind of miss the sunshine.
Yeah, I think we all do. Certainly I'm not that mad because, again, it was just such a nice start to the month and it was sunny almost every day for the first 2 weeks. But now we've begun to see, again, almost an entire week worth of clouds. As we take a look at a Richmond camera right now, we're looking at some darker clouds off to the north. It's actually begun to lighten up the further south that you get right now. I'm going to show you the visible satellite here. Notice right along the shoreline from Westerly over to Newport, we have broken out into the sunshine. So a bit, again, of a location-based forecast out there today. You've got a few more clouds in Martha's Vineyard, but Nantucket has also seen the sun breaking out as well, as has Provincetown. You can see the, the ocean being uncovered there from those clouds dissipating, but it is, again, still on the overcast side here in Providence and across most of the central portions of our area. The winds are out of the east today, another onshore flow, so that, in addition to the cloud cover, has been keeping those temperatures on the cool side and feeling like fall. You'll want to have the umbrella handy tomorrow. We'll have some showers tracking in. We'll time those out for you coming up. Little bit of that sun returning for the weekend and a bit warmer to boot. And then the last headline there, we will be talking much about that coming up. Helene getting set to absolutely pound parts of the Gulf Coast of Florida. Much more coming up in the full forecast. We'll see you then, Caitlin.
All right. Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate it. Now, we are also going to cover some local stories for you on this Wednesday afternoon. A GoFundMe set up for the 17-year-old who was shot and killed in Taunton last week. Kamitri Cole was killed on Lothrop Street Thursday. Police arresting 18-year-old Kareem Gendral last night in Medford in connection to the shooting. According to the GoFundMe, Cole was expecting to be a father. And we're learning more about a North Providence man facing charges for producing child pornography. According to the U.S. Attorney's Office, 50-year-old Larry Albino is accused of uploading and creating child pornography. New details show Albino was an employee at a Boston news station, but the manager confirming he is now no longer an employee. Earlier this month, investigators located Albino's IP address and carried out a search warrant at his house, matching his room to the room in the videos. He's now being kept in custody. Mansfield school officials say an investigation is underway after a student brought multiple weapons to a school yesterday. In a letter sent to parents, officials say a student at Harold Qualters Middle School told administrators that another student had a BB gun and a knife. That student and the weapons were found and taken by staff. School officials say police are investigating that incident and gave no details on any disciplinary action against that student. And new at 4, a student at Cranston East was arrested after police say they made a threatening comment on social media. According to Cranston Police, the juvenile made a threat towards the school on Snapchat. The student was charged with disorderly conduct and is due to appear in family court. Police say the threat was deemed not credible and there is no threat to students. Now to local political news at 4. Rhode Island officials rallying for the arts today, kicking off a ballot initiative event in support of voting yes on 5 on the ballot this upcoming election. Voting yes on question 5 would approve a $10 million bond to support arts and cultural projects across the state. The bond will allow the state to provide funding to renovate and expand cultural hubs like the Trinity Repertory Company and the Newport Contemporary Ballet. An additional $4 million will support arts grants across the state.
Support arts and culture organizations who have imperative facilities needs that will create union jobs to do that construction and will expand their facilities to ensure more people have access to their artistic and cultural programming.
Now, if passed in November, renovation projects could begin as early as next year. And still to come on ABC6 News first at 4.
We are tracking Hurricane Helene here in the Weather Center. It is set to make a landfall of Florida tomorrow. We'll have the latest on that coming up, plus your 7-day forecast.
Thanks, Jeff. Plus, what's to blame for a higher sticker price on eggs? And dog food is being pulled off the shelves connected to a salmonella outbreak. You're watching ABC6, Southern New England's trusted news source.
Okay, it's true. At Bottaro Injury Lawyers, we are still obsessed with the number 7. My favorite way to start the day. Best one on the block. A true classic. Hey, once you find something that works, you stick with it. After a car accident, 7's the way to go. 777-7777.
We take amazing people and help them become great retirees. They have to be 55 to 80 to be able to fit into our realm. We're not trying to be everything to everyone. We're trying to get people to and through their entire retirement. There's 4 fundamental pillars, or things that financially you need to have, and that's the ready to be ready, the go-go, the slow-go, and the no-go. You don't have to be rich. All you have to do is have a want and a need to retire.
Get your retirement journey started with a call to the Retirement Factory today.
GNC Plumbing specializes in superior plumbing services, providing expert technicians, unparalleled customer care, and transparent pricing, and a 2-year service warranty. Proud to provide quality services to the community we call home. Call GNC Plumbing today.
Are you looking for heating savings plus service for your home? Go with Petro. Reliable oil delivery year-round in any weather? Go with Petro. Live 24/7 service and support? Energy-efficient new heating? Go with Petro. For everything you need to stay warm and save. You can never really go wrong when you go with Petro. Call Petro Home Services today and get $125 free heating oil.
ABC6 weather brought to you by the Preserve Sporting Club and Resort.
All right, well, welcome back to ABC6 News at 4. You're taking a live look over Richmond right now with our Skycam. Another cloudy day, as Jeff was just going over, but also a much different sight in Florida right now. Residents in Florida are busy preparing for Hurricane Helene to make landfall as a possible Category 3 storm. Hurricane Helene battering Cancun, Mexico as a Category 1 storm earlier today, bringing with it heavy rain and flooding. Much of Florida's Gulf Coast under hurricane watches and warnings, while the rest of the state is under tropical storm warnings. And Jeff Banson's joining us here at the desk right now. Jeff, what can you tell us about what's going on in Florida, but also why the clouds? No sun. I mean, I guess I can't complain because we're not dealing with storms like that.
Well, I wouldn't complain for that. And I also wouldn't complain because we had, what was just day after day after day of sunny weather to start off the month of September. I kind of wish that these clouds would come along with a little bit of rain. I'm going to get my wish tomorrow. I don't know if you're okay with that. But
okay,
we need the rain. We need the rain. Again, it's been a wet year, but it's been very, very dry lately. And again, Mother Nature kind of is in that way. What have you done for me lately? And you can't take the 20 inches of rain that we got back in March and April and apply it to what we have out there right now. And again, speaking of rain, we're going to see a lot of rain with this storm. And the one big takeaway with this storm, and maybe I just kind of gave myself away there, keyword big. The big thing with this storm is how big it is. This is an expansive storm. You can already see the outflow clouds are hitting into Florida right now, even though the rain is still ways away here as this storm, again, has just grazed the Yucatan. It is that Category 1, but it's strengthening, and it's going to continue to do so pretty rapidly here as the storm also picks up speed. That is important to note. We've got winds at 80 miles per hour right now, sustained, and gusts of 100 miles per hour as that minimum central pressure is now down to 980 millibars. Excuse me, I said that a little weird, millibars, and falling fast. And that's the sign that this storm is strengthening. Kind of has that almost shrimp-like look to the satellite here. You know, if you can imagine the center of the shrimp and then the tail. And that typically is something that we look out for when a storm is about to rapidly begin its intensification. And look how fast this is moving here. I mean, sometimes you see these storms creeping through the straits there into the Gulf of Mexico. This storm is going to begin picking up speed, moving 20, 30, maybe even close to 40 miles per hour to the north here. And that's going to have an impact as well on the already high winds of 125 miles per hour or more. Again, those are sustained winds. We could see gusts of 130, 140 miles per hour as this thing moves into the Big Bend of Florida here, then moves up over the Atlanta metro. And I'm going to talk why this is, again, significant, how the storm is moving in just a second. But as we look at all those alerts, Caitlin mentioned this at the top, the alerts extend all the way out to the Atlantic side of Florida. Again, that's because this storm is so big, you're still going to be getting rain and wind gusts on the outer edges of the storm here. But of course, those hurricane warnings here in red for much of the panhandle of Florida down the Big Bend, and they stop just north of the Tampa area. So they will not be getting it all that bad, but they still will be getting some storm surge. I mean, look at this. Again, the yellow outer area where you'll be seeing wind gusts upwards of, say, 30 to 50 miles per hour. tropical depression strength, and then you get the tropical storm strength and hurricane strength swath winds towards the center here. Those are just, again, sustained winds. Gusts are going to be so much higher. I would say hurricane force gusts could be felt out, towards the center of the state. And then this storm moving so quickly moves up into the Atlanta metro. It's moving so fast, it doesn't have all that much time to weaken before it gets there, and is going to be bringing them, say, maybe even 50, 60 mile per hour wind gusts in addition to all the rain. And there is the storm surge again. The Big Bend gets it worse, but you will see tidal flooding here from Tampa all the way down towards Naples. So just, again, a very bad situation down there. If you have friends or family that are down in the Ocean State, you want to make sure they're aware of this and paying attention to this and not taking this lightly. We have a cold front that sort of actually extends into the outflow of the storm. They're almost kind of connecting here, and this cold front's going to push through tomorrow. So we don't have any rain in the forecast for tonight. It's just, again, cloudy out there. We've started to see those breaks of sun. You can kind of see it brightening up on the Richmond camera a little bit. That's what we have. We're starting to see some blue sky to end the day, much like we did yesterday across the area. So if you see a nice sunset, consider yourself on the luckier side. Again, those east winds keeping it cool for the what seems like 5th or 6th day in a row here. We want the 70s back. We're going to get those back. We're going to have to wait till Friday to see that. Clouds, again, increasing again tonight into tomorrow morning. Here comes the cold front. There will be some downpours, mainly tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow night. And tomorrow night could even feature a quick thunderstorm before this front clears out. There you can see we get some sunshine back on Friday, and it's going to be a nice lead into the weekend here. We are going to see a few high clouds, especially as we head into Saturday. And that's actually coming from the outflow from Helene. It will have moved inland at that point. It is fortunately meeting a wall of high pressure, so it's only going to be able to get so far north. But even some showers streaming as far up the East Coast as far as New York City and Long Island. So not that far away from actually seeing some light rain from the storm. But again, I think we just get some sort of veiled sunshine on Saturday and into Sunday from Helene. And again, fortunately, we're not dealing with the worst effects of the storm.
Yeah, I know. We really can't complain. And those temps look so nice. I have not had my air conditioning on in so long. Have you?
No AC, no heat. It's the best
It's
time of year to
great.
just
We're
take
saving
advantage
money.
of both ends of the spectrum and save some money, yes.
Absolutely. Now it's time for our question of the day. Do you prefer splitting the bill evenly or getting separate checks? Evenly is fine. A few extra dollars won't kill me. Or I want a separate check. Sometimes people go for the priciest stuff on the menu. Jeff, what are you thinking?
Well, I mean, if you're going with two people, going Dutch and splitting it evenly, even 3 or 4 people, that's easy. But when you go out with those big groups, it is just such a nightmare. We're like $20 short. Can everybody throw an extra $1, $2, $3?
Who has cash on
We've
them?
all
Yeah.
been there, and that is just so annoying. So that then comes to the other thing. If you do the split option, oh well, he had an extra drink, he had
Right.
an extra dessert, so we're technically paying for. It can just be such a nightmare sometimes.
Everyone pay for themselves, right?
Yeah, everybody. No, prefix meal. Everybody gets the same thing. We split it evenly. That's it.
Fine. All right. Well, thank you, Jeff. And happening across New England, Salem is ready for another busy Halloween season. Last year, more than 1 million people visited the Witch City for the largest Halloween celebration in the world. City officials are partnering with police and the MBTA to encourage the use of public transportation. Extra weekend trains and a larger ferry will be running to help cut down on traffic congestion.
Come by train, come by ferry, come by bus, come by broom, but don't come by car if you can avoid it. New this year, we'll be conducting parking enforcement with automated license plate readers. So if you park illegally, including parking on a resident-only street, you're almost certainly going to get a ticket and possibly a tow as well.
The mayor also telling visitors to be respectful with the reminder that Salem is not a theme park or a movie set, it's our home. And in consumer news at 4 o'clock, egg prices are spiking again. They jumped by more than 28% in August compared to last year. The main cause for rising egg prices is familiar: bird flu. Birds are getting sick, meaning fewer eggs, so less supply, and thus higher prices at the grocery store. Now, according to a spokesperson for the CDC, bird flu has impacted nearly 101 million birds across 48 states since January of 2022. And a pet food company is voluntarily withdrawing some of its beef and chicken dog food. It comes after samples reportedly tested positive for Salmonella and Listeria bacteria. The recall affects straight beef formulas and straight chicken formula. They were distributed across the U.S. in 4-pound bags. No dog illnesses from the impacted lots have been confirmed. Throw the dog food away if you have it. And still to come on ABC 6 News First at 4. Beer isn't the only thing flowing at this London pub. The unique way some pub goers are grabbing a pint.
For what's happening right here in Providence right now in southern New England.
For your city, your stories, all in one place. Switch to ABC6.
Getting you to the heart of every headline.
Helping you plan ahead with the most accurate and dependable local forecast.
Join the growing number switching to southern New England's most trusted news source. Switch to ABC6.
About your accident. We know the amount seems low, but this is what your case is worth. Just click here. You called a lawyer. The law office is D'Oliveira and Associates.
Call D'Oliveira and Associates on the Hurt line right now.
You weren't going to click that, were you?
Get more for less with Nissan's epic offering of 6 2024 models starting under $30K. Like the award-winning Sentra, the best-selling Rogue, and the all-electric Leaf. All with available Safety Shield 360. Visit your local Nissan dealer to check out the affordable lineup of Nissan vehicles today.
Now get a low $299 per month lease for 36 months on the 2024 Nissan Rogue.
Save big on furniture packed with innovative features during Raymore and Flanigan's Fall Sale. Unwind in luxury with up to $1,000 off sectionals and sofas with power recliner and headrest. And get up to $250 off recliners with power lift and heating options. Plus, save on items with amazing features like heated massage seats, cooling technology, USB charging, and more. Enjoy huge savings on pieces that blend comfort and technology during Raymore and Flanigan's Fall Sale.
The insurance companies know the name. D'Oliveira and Associates.
Aggressive, powerful.
They got me almost $1 million.
A good lawyer shouldn't cost you more. They should get you more.
Call D'Oliveira and Associates on the Hurt line right now.
Download the Now Local News app today and upload your pics and videos. You could see your very own story on the air and earn points towards rewards and gift cards.
Well, a pub in London has become an internet sensation because visitors are often knee-deep in water. The White Cross pub sits on the River Thames and often floods during high tide. Some people prefer to go barefoot, some with their rain boots on. One man even rode to the bar to enjoy a pint. Now, according to the pub's website, the White Cross was built in 1740 and then rebuilt in 1838. Looks like some fun. Still to come on ABC6 News First at 4, Jeff is back with a look at your forecast.
We make mattress shopping easy. With over 90 different mattresses and all the top brands in a range of prices, one stop, quick and easy. And now get up to 60 months no interest. Experience the Sleep Lab at Jordan's.
Looking for something unique? Estate Services, one of New England's largest consignment shops, has it all. Since 1998, we've brought you treasures from antiques to modern finds, furniture, jewelry, art, and more. With 28,000 square feet and over 10,000 items, you're sure to discover that perfect piece. And with 7 truckloads arriving weekly, there's always something new. Delivery available, consigning is easy. Call 401-825-7670 or visit our website today.
When it comes to fire safety, don't take chances. Trust the experts at Alert Fire Protection, Inc. With over 20 years of experience, we provide fast, reliable fire safety solutions across Rhode Island and Massachusetts. From extinguishers to alarm systems and sprinklers, we ensure your property is protected and compliant. Your safety can't wait. Contact Alert Fire Protection now. Secure your peace of mind before it's too late. Call us today.
Since 2006, we've been your trusted partner for heat pumps, gas-fired heating systems, air conditioning, and ductwork. Whether it's installation, repairs, or 24/7 emergency services, our expert team has you covered, both commercial and residential. We proudly work with top brands like York, Mitsubishi, and Samsung to ensure your comfort all year round.
Call Ocean State Mechanical today for comfort you can count on.
At Bank 5, our service to you has always been personal, and now it's more innovative than ever. Welcome to Bank 5's Digital Plus branch in Warwick, where dynamic services meet human connections. Our interactive teller machines offer the convenience of an ATM, plus the personalized service of speaking with a representative. You can also experience in-person service with our digital banking lead and our extensive lending team. Bank 5 is more than a bank. We're human, we're dynamic, we're better together.
Our Sleep Lab is more than just great mattresses. We also have power bases, pillows, sheets, and more. We make it easy to find everything you need for your bedroom. And now get up to 60 months no interest. Experience the difference at Jordan's.
Well, I hope you haven't been running those ACs. Been no need for it. Another very cool and comfy sleeping night out there with cloudy skies. Temperatures, again, not going to be really budging all that much once we get past midnight. Light east-southeast winds across the board. As we look into tomorrow, it's an overcast day. Showers will be increasing as we head into the afternoon and evening hours. Could even have a rumble of thunder tomorrow night. Highs will again be in the upper 60s. As we look to Friday, we get some sunshine back. That's a big day. It's our producer Nicola's birthday, and she said, I'm holding you to this forecast, Jeff. I'm going to out you if you get this forecast wrong, so you better not do that. 74 degrees. I promised her warmer weather as well. There we are, back into the 70s. Weekend looks pretty good. Some high clouds actually streaming all the way northward from Helene, which will be a weakened post-tropical low at that point, somewhere over the Mississippi or Tennessee Valley. But we get no rain from it. We get back to, again, brighter skies, some veiled sunshine on Sunday. Monday and Tuesday, a mixture of sun and clouds, but on the increase later on Tuesday, setting the stage for some showers on Wednesday, a high of 66. So the cooler stuff comes back into play as well.
All right, Jeff, that sounds awesome. We're looking forward to that weekend weather. Well, that's going to do it for ABC 6 News First at 4. But first, here's a look at what's coming up on ABC 6 News at 5. The Fall River City Council passing an ordinance banning homeless encampments, despite pushback from the public. Why some say it's too harsh of a punishment. Plus, former President Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris continue on the campaign trail as the election inches closer. What they chose to focus on today. ABC 6 News at 5 is back in just 30 minutes.